Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is my first video since the National, and I promised one person who was a viewer of my channel, his name is Justin Hoyle. I was able to meet him at the National, hang out with him, talk boxing, and he inspired me so much with his love for boxing and enjoying my videos that I promised him my first video back from the National would be that of the boxing variety. And the topic that I'm gonna do with this video is I'm gonna touch on some of the undefeated greats in boxing history professionally. The first of which I'm gonna illustrate here is none other than Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm illustrating his 2012 Sports Illustrated for Kids card. Love this card, him and his fighting stance. Floyd Mayweather is one of the best boxers ever in our era that we got to witness. He's noted as one of the best pound for pound boxers of all time. He was also the best defensive boxers and is the most accurate punchers in boxing history per CompuBox stats. Here's another card of his. This one has an autograph, and it's the Pro Set Action Inc. card from 2022. It's depicting him in his final fight versus Andre Berto, taking one to the noggin there. His autograph here I find very unusual because I just don't see where the F is for Floyd. I see the M and the J for Junior, but I guess that's the modern way of autographing. But enough of that autograph. Very prideful of that card. Very beautiful autograph of Mr. Money Mayweather. Many know him for mastering the shoulder roll or the Philly shell, known by others to help dismantle such greats as Miguel Cotto, Zab Judah, Marcus Maidana, Arturo Gatti, Ricky Hatton, Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, and Oscar De La Hoya. Many fighting enthusiasts will probably say that we'll never see another Floyd Money Mayweather ever again with his style, his unique defensive ways of boxing, and just mastery of the ring. Money Mayweather ended up with a 50-0 record, eclipsing none other than my next boxer, who is Rocky Marciano. And I have his 1958 SADA card Firenze. This is from Italy. I love this card. It's such a beautiful card. I can't see why it's a 1.5 quite honestly, but it helped me grab this for a nice amount of money. Here's the back. I love the look of this card. And this man's name is actually Rocco Marciano. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Rocky is known for ending up with a career of 49-0, which is the greatest record in the heavyweight division. He's known for being a relentless assault on boxers, which was aided by his exceptionally durable chin and, of course, his stamina and punching power. Out of the 49 bouts that he fought, 43 came by way of knockout. And here he is with his rookie card, his 1951 ringside card, in which he's just working that bag to help him grow that stamina and this punching power strength. I love the look on his face, determination, grit, as he's just pounding away at that bag, much like he did with his opponents. Here's the back. This is his rookie card. And yeah, this card gets pretty pricey when you get into the nicer cards, and I'm really happy with this example. I've kept it raw for a long time. I don't know if I'll ever get this graded. It's not important to me to get it graded, but yeah, it's one of my favorite rookie cards in boxing. This guy's knockout rate was 87-8 because it was 43-49 bouts. And it's the highest winning percentage, only matched by the great Joe Louis. who also has the 87.8 knockout rate. This man fought such greats as Jersey Joe Walcott, Archie Moore, Joe Louis, and his best bout was against Ezar Charles. My next fighter, which I'm going to celebrate here, has actually the world record of being undefeated, and he eclipses both Floyd Mayweather and Rocky Marciano with a 70-0 record. And that is none other than the pride of the stockyards of Chicago, Packy McFarland. And this is his 1910 T225 card. It's a Cerberg Cigarettes card. And let me show you the back here. It's a pretty unique card. It was distributed in cigarette packs. I love this card. It has a beautiful image of him, head to toe there. And that is Packy McFarland, the pride of the stockyards of Chicago. He was a lightweight, and this man's distinction, although he was 70-0, is also that he never won a championship. And it was mainly due to the fact that he would outweigh 133 pounds, which was the limit for you to fight as a lightweight. His natural fighting weight was 138 to 140, and they didn't have like a junior welterweight or anything like that in those days back in the 1910s and 20s, to which he was able to compete and fight for a belt. So unfortunately for Mr. Packy McFarland, he was never able to fight people in a weight class to be able to win a belt, and he was always constantly ducked by fighters because they feared him for his weight advantage. Here's another card of his, which I have. And this one here is of a 1921 exhibit card. It is a postcard. And this is a real life picture. I love this one also. Let me show you the back here. As, see, never a champion, as it says there. I love it. It has some of his fights that he's won, notable fights. This is a great postcard if you want to have one of his from 1921. To get into a little bit more of his career, he had one of the best footworks in boxing at the time. Everyone used to fight like in a phone booth, just slug it out, where he in turn would avoid punches by stepping back and you know, stepping to the side to elude swings. And he basically never had like a black eye or anything, because he was able to just stay away from punches and then step back in and knock people out or just outbox them. He was such a great technical fighter, and he had mostly every boxing style in his arsenal. Here's another boxing card I have. It's a 1909 James Jeffries playing card. It's very scuffed up, but over here you can see McFarland versus Wells, and that's them fighting there. This is of the James Jeffries playing card, and this is pretty cool to me. It's the earliest one I have of him. Another thing was, while people were ducking him, he basically was chasing people down, challenging them, all the way to the point where at times he would chase people down to their hotels in order to call them out, like with Battling Nelson in 1908, where they almost came to blows outside of a Hotel Astoria, where prides were being called out and put to they were at stake here. Here's another card of his. This is a 1910 T218 card. It's a Mecca back. I'll show you the back. ATL or ATC Champions Tobacco. Love this one too. It has a beautiful depiction of him with that blue in the background. It's pretty much the same image that I showed you in his T225 card. And then his most notable opponents being that of Leech Cross, Cyclone Johnny Thompson, Freddie Welsh, Jimmy Britt, and Jack Britton. He actually had a shot at the British title against Freddie Welsh, but that fight went on for like 20 rounds and they didn't have decisions back then, so it was called a draw. But many people in that fight thought that he won the fight based on just outclassing him in most of the rounds. So unfortunately, because there weren't decisions rendered then, he wasn't able to secure that belt, and that was his one and only title shot, and it was a British title shot. Here's one last card I have of him. This is a Knights of Columbus card from 1917. It's a postcard in which he's showing people at Knights of Columbus how to fight or his fighting technique. He's giving lessons. Here's the back. He was one of the biggest draws back in the 1910s and 20s. He was a celebrity, and he was actually very financially wealthy even after boxing because he made great decisions with the banking industry and just other ventures he got into. It's covering up the back too much there. Let me put it back here. So he ended up with a 70-0 record. And unfortunately, he never won a championship. And but he still goes down as one of the greatest fighters to ever, of the sport, to ever fight. And that's Packy McFarland.
European lightweight champion Freddie Welsh takes on America's Packy McFarland. London, 30th of May, 1910.
Good right hand from McFarland. And again, Welsh just soaking up another left jab and doing not a lot more than just clinch inside, but at last a combination, left-right combination from Welsh. Good right hand from McFarland, good body shot. As always at the National Sporting Club, not too much noise from the crowd. That's the convention. Welsh quick on his feet, starting to use his mobility better, but another good left hand from McFarland, and Welsh took it. Welsh trying to unleash that left hand, which looks like the power shot. Good chopping right there from McFarland, just 22 years old, clearly a very fit and strong man. So into round 14. Welsh starting quickly with a couple of clubbing left hooks into the body and using his mobility now, using the full width of the ring. Trying to provide a mobile target, just trying to get in and out and score punches, but McFarland, with that reach advantage, is still able to get through and score. Bit of bruising around McFarland's face now, and a look of desperation as he tries to unload his big shots. Welsh this time just holding on. Welsh on the right hand side of your picture. Well, Welsh certainly doesn't want to take any of those big right hands from McFarland. And he only just managed to cover up as the American tried to unload. McFarland with the more static style, and Welsh jumping in again, throwing punches from crazy angles, scoring shots. But McFarland takes them well and comes back throwing 2 or 3 good stiff left jabs. Words for Welsh from his corner.
So with that said, that's 9 cards, 3 boxers, all of which are undefeated in the history and annals of boxing. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the clips. And with that being said, I'm going to wish everyone happy hunting when it comes to cards. I want everyone to stay safe and be blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.